friends, and Happy New Year! I kind of have a double video for you guys today. This is Charvin Extra Fine Oil Paint, and I've never tried this brand before because it's usually more expensive than other brands. This is a 20 milliliter tube, I think, roundabout, and it costs about the same as a lot of other brands, 40 milliliters, so that's why I kind of didn't get it for a while. But I also was looking for an orange to test against Ryan DeMaree's Fiestaware orange. And this definitely probably tints more red, you can tell just by the thing, and I figured, let's have a twofer. Let's test some Charvin, and let's test it against the Fiestaware. And just because I can, Burnt Sienna from Winsor & Newton kind of tints orange, I'm like, okay, we'll use it as a baseline. And I'd like to thank a Broody B. Rudy who suggested I put a line on the canvas so we can see the opacity of the different paints. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're looking at some orange, we're mixing with some white. There's a safflower titanium white, but I don't think it matters on these tiny little tests that aren't, these are going right in the garbage afterwards, so it doesn't really matter. I just toss this in the trash and then we're done. Ooh, I forgot to take the garbage out. Garbage noises! Yeah, there we go. And yeah, we are going to start off actually with the Fiestaware. We'll do the Winsor & Newton's Burnt Sienna at the end. It's kind of like a baseline to compare everything against, and that's what we're doing. I did Fiestaware orange a bit when I first did the Ryan DeMaree's the hot pink that came with it, the Barbie pink. And he sold these as a set, the Barbenheimer set. I'm pretty sure they are still in his eBay store. I will link his eBay store in the description. But if not, I think you can just send him a message to go, hey, do you have any more Fiestaware orange or Barbenheimer pink or whatever the heck he's calling them? And he handwrites these little things. Yeah, and I like those labels. So we are going to, we're going to try to do sideways this time. These are all handmade by Ryan DeMaree somewhere in Canada. So they're not as polished as a lot of the industrially milled paints, but I can appreciate that. This is a plastic. I kind of can appreciate that someone is that passionate about paint. And I'm gonna do a little line here. Ooh, yeah. You can't even see the black at all. I'm gonna get a little, yeah, like that. Okay, now we're gonna mix in some titanium white. Right now, it is a very bright orange. There we go. It is exactly what I would expect from something named Fiestaware. There we go. Possibly too much white. Possibly too much. Yep, that was a little bit too much white, but that's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, we're going to wipe that off. We're going to smoosh that over there. And we are just going to clean off this cheap plastic palette knife. Yeah. Now we're going to look at the Charvin, which I have never used before. But they claim to have a lot of things going on. It's like super colorful. It blends. And I should hope it does. Yeah. This was on Blick. This is the Diamond Orange. Yeah, this was just on Blick. But they only have these small tubes. Or these giant 150 milliliters. And I'm like, you know what? I can get things for 40 milliliters. But, yeah. We're going to move that up a little bit. And we are going to... Ooh, that came out a little bit clumpy. That came out a little bit weird. Not buttery at all. No, that is a little bit on the stiff. Yeah, I thought that the Fiestaware was going to tint a little bit red. But that's what we got. Ooh. Maybe it might be the amount of that I'm using there. But yeah, the Fiestaware tints more red. I thought it was going to. I am not particularly charmed by the Charvin right now. It's a little stiff. It's not the buttery smooth that the packaging promises. But we'll see how it blends with some titanium white sapphire. And that's That's a nice color though. I gotta admit, that is a nice orange just coming out of there. It looks like a creamsicle. It looks like a creamsicle. And I can, yeah. That is definitely a nice bold orange, but the consistency is a little bit thicker than what I would usually like in a paint. But it did say it's thick and good for, where is it, holds peaks? Yeah, yeah. I can see why it would do that. Yeah, might be better for impasto than the kind of, I like to put things in thin layers. For the longest time I was using watercolor brushes and applying my things in very thin layers. That was just how I was doing things. But lately I'm taking into impressionism and doing things with more peaks and valleys, so more impasto. So maybe this is what I need for that. But now we're going to look at the burnt sienna just as a baseline. I don't think it's going to be that orange, but nevertheless, because burnt sienna is definitely brown until you kind of mix in some other colors with it. We are going to put that there. We are going to put that there. Yeah. Just got to get a bit of a close-up on that so you know what I'm seeing. Yeah. Now we're going to mix some titanium white into the... There we go. Don't need that much for this. Because once you get it with a little bit of white, then it becomes like an orangey brown. And you mix that with a little bit of yellow and you get some really nice oranges out of it. But that's, you know, that's burnt sienna. I think everyone who dabbled at least a little bit in oil paint knows how burnt sienna works. Well, we just kind of needed a baseline so your computer monitors and your eyes will know what I'm seeing here. So that's a burnt sienna. That's the Charvin Diamond Orange. That's the Fiestaware Orange, which does tint more red. The packaging says so. But yeah. Brian DeMaree's shop is only on eBay, but he does make good paint. And I really like the fact that he's just some dude in Canada making his paints by hand with cute little handmade labels most of the time. And he lists all the information on it and anything. And I can appreciate that. And this, the 20 milliliter tubes for the same price as 40, but it might be good for plein air, and it does hold, it is a little stiff, so it definitely will hold peaks and brush strokes and all the impasto goodness that you like. And it is really, that is a nice shade of orange there. That is a really nice thing going on there. So yeah, you know what, I'm going to try to use the Charvin and see if I am in my burgeoning impressionism that I'm barely a baby at. But yeah, it is more or less opaque. And yeah, this is what we're doing today. And Happy New Year, everybody. I'll be doing my normal stuff again next week. And thank you to a Broody for the idea with the line. And I will definitely, I put these lines down like a week before, so it's definitely like in the canvas and won't smear. But yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.